Hello and welcome to the Time to Shine Talkshow. This is your host Ruksar Sayed, and today I'm in conversation with Juhi Singh. She's the founder of a clothing brand named Rajkumaris. Welcome, Juhi, on my show, and happy to connect with you today.
Thank you so much, Ruksar. It's a pleasure being here on your show.
So, Juhi, what inspired you, to start your own clothing brand?
What inspired me, I would say, Ruksar, was need. Because, being here in Dubai for the last 10 years, I'm still to find one place where I can get all my Indian clothing in pure fabrics, where there are no dyes. When you wash the clothes, colors don't
Yes.
come off. I have to either scour the streets of Mina Bazaar, Karama, or depend on the resellers.
Hmm.
And unfortunately, my experience with resellers was not good here. Every 2 or 3 times that I've ordered from them, I've been shown a different picture, and when the product arrived, was something else. So it was out of need. I had to always depend on my visits back to India to get my whole stash of clothes for the
Hmm.
entire
Hmm.
year. And that
Hmm.
was not an easy thing to do. And, I would not use maybe 4 or 5 of them because I would gain a size or, lose a size. So all of that was happening. So on my recent visit to India, I thought maybe why not? I can just probably what I'm doing for myself, I can do for so many other ladies out there. So that was what inspired me.
Yeah, so we also see, nowadays women are more into, if they are more into shopping, the first priority which we give is, clothes. And we want the clothes of
Absolutely.
good quality. It should, as you said, the color and the size is different when we order. Even when we order from online, Amazon or any other, platform as well.
Yes,
Sometimes, there are changes of the quality, changes of color.
yes,
They tell something
absolutely.
else and the color which comes is different, so it
Yes.
is. Yeah, and you are doing a good started a good initiative of starting a clothing brand. So my next question to you is that what came in your mind, like, about the brand and logo? You kept the name Rajkumaris, so what is the story behind this brand name?
There is a very interesting story behind this because if I give you a background about myself, I am a dreamer. Like I have my own dream world sometimes where I go into quietly and I'll be very happy in that world. So when I was, envisioning my brand, what I thought about my clients was these ladies who are free spirited, ladies
Hmm.
who are empowered, and
Hmm.
ladies who know how to make the right choice for themselves. And I could not think of a better word than a synonym to maybe a princess. And coincidentally, my mom's name happens to be Rajkumari. So I thought this was like the
Wonderful.
perfect gift for my mom as well as for my brand, to name it after her. So that's how it goes. And for the logo, in fact, when I was, brainstorming, I came across a lot of branding agencies both here and back in India. But because my startup is bootstrap, there was nothing that I could have put exorbitantly in the startup for my logo, and all the rates that I was given were actually not in my budget. So I was just sitting with my brother, and I told him, he happens to be a designer. So I told him, this is what I think. Why don't you make something for me? Just make something and show me. And he showed me the logo, and I fell in love with it. And that's how the logo came.
And even I've seen the logo. It is, it is very creative and very attractive to see as well. And the logo and the name, it is, they are, as we can see, associating with each other.
Matches it.
It is
Yes.
showing the meaning itself. Yes.
Yes.
So,
Thank you so much.
Juhi,
Because, I have so many people
yeah,
asking me, where did you go to get the logo and the branding? And I was
yes, yes.
like, I don't have a proper answer to that because, it's all like something taken from here, something from there, but it ended
Yeah.
up good.
Yes. So, Joey, when we talk about, clothing brands, sustainability is a word, which comes into the picture. And there are so many, clothing brand owners who talk about a sustainable wardrobe, creating a
Yes.
sustainable environment. So, how do you integrate sustainability, you know, when it comes to
So,
your
when we
work?
talk about fashion, let's be very honest, fashion can never be 100% sustainable, if I can
Yes.
say it. But, we at Rajkumari strive towards the maximum, in maximum capacity, we can make it sustainable. That's sustainable. That's what we do. So, how can we make it sustainable? The first thing is that if you use pure fabrics, if you're wearing a pure cotton or a pure silk, it will never harm the environment. Even after 40, 50 years, if it is completely biodegradable. So,
Yes.
that is my first priority for my brand. So, all my clothes are absolutely pure fabrics, 100% pure. There's no, mixtures. The second thing that I do is we don't use any artificial dyes. We
Hmm.
only use azo-free natural dyes for all the clothing. So you wash them, you rewash them. You don't have to kind of dry clean unless it's a occasion wear. There will be no color loss. Color won't fade, color won't bleed. And when I talk about sustainability, what we also do is suppose the embroidery that you see, it is done by the artisans back in India. So, which is why the
Wonderful.
clothing that you will order will probably take 2 weeks to come. But when you
Hmm.
own it, you will be a very proud owner because you're helping so many people out there, along
Yes.
with not adding to any carbon footprints to the earth. So, that's how we attain sustainability for Rajkumaris.
Yeah. So, Juhi, when it comes to, be connected with audience, how are you connecting with the audience on a, larger scale, on a broader landscape, like to connect with them and to keep them updated with the, latest updates, whatever, new trend in your clothes you bring in or new collection you bring in. So, how do you keep them updated?
So, right now, as I said, I'm bootstrapped, but I'm very thankful to people like yourself who are giving me the platform to reach my audiences. And then social media, of course, social media is there.
Yes.
We do have a website of our own, which, is constantly updated. As we said, we are a slow fashion brand. So it's not like every week we have new collection coming up, not even every month, I can say. But
Mm-hmm.
as and when we keep adding them, we update it on the website. And then I do a lot of flea markets as well. So I'm at the Ripe Market a few weeks in the winter, and I keep attending some networking events, women oriented networking events, to kind of spread the word for the brand right now because it's new. So that's how I plan to include the community and kind of spread the word about
Yeah.
Rajkumaris.
And as you said, a word of mouth, when we spread or when we tell someone, when we refer someone,
Yes,
that is the, greatest, I can say, strategy of marketing,
yes,
which we can
yes,
do. Even if we are supporting each other, if we are telling that, yes, the services are good, the cloth quality is good. So
absolutely. Yes.
automatically, clients will come in. And automatically, the
Yes,
business, whatever we start, if not even a clothing brand or any other business we start, people will start
right.
recognizing our work because of the hard work we put in.
Yes,
So,
yes,
as you said,
absolutely.
referring each other, it is one of the
Yeah,
greatest thing, greatest
yes,
than social media. Also, I can say,
yes, for
yeah.
sure. I'll tell you something. So maybe if in the beginning I sold around 10 to 12 pieces of clothing to women that I did not know,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm so thankful to God that they went ahead and maybe they wore it somewhere, or their friends asked him or they told them. And because of that
Yes,
chain, I have had around 50 to 60 more additions from those ladies.
wonderful.
So it's like the biggest achievement for me, to be honest.
That's really amazing. So, Juhi, my next question is: in the rapidly changing fashion industry, how do you maintain consistency in your brand's image and offerings?
So I'll tell you about the offerings first. What Rajkumaris has to offer, as I have said it, I think multiple times now, is everything in purity. So as long as that is maintained, and for me, it's a non-negotiable. So I will not work with another designer if they are mixing fabrics, or if they are not sure about what fabrics they are using, or if in every collection they are changing. For example, they
Mm-hmm.
work with silk in one, but for the next one they are doing with a mixed crepe. I will not work with them. So,
Mm-hmm.
I have a few designers on board, but fortunately, by the grace of God, they are all small businesses back in India who are attaining sustainability in their own way. So, as long as that remains the same, because I know that I'm not going to compromise on that, I'm not going to compromise on the quality. Even if I'm small for a longer time, it's fine with me. I think that is what maintains the consistency for my customers.
Wonderful. Because consistency is the key that we can
Yes,
say.
it is.
Yeah.
And
So,
if I am saying so many things and I don't follow them down the line, doesn't make sense, because that was the
yes,
reason
yes,
why I started this. Yes.
yes, yes. So, what advice do you have, for those fashion entrepreneurs who want to start their own clothing brand?
Well, I'm very small. I'm very young right now because I've just started out. But personally, I would say that, like I am a mom of two, and it was difficult for me to start this because, I take care of my children on my own. Everything,
Mm-hmm.
they are my first priority. But, this was brewing in my mind, and this was a dream I wanted to achieve. And slowly,
Yes.
steadily, I took this step, and I'm still going forward. Like I have had many sleepless nights because
Mm-hmm.
throughout the day I have something or the other to do, but in the night I want to give time to Rajkumari. So what I would say is, if you have a dream, go for it. Please don't take a step back. Go for it in small
Exactly.
steps, but keep going. Keep going.
Yes, yes, that's truly. We have to keep going. We don't have to stop, even if we are facing
Yes,
roadblocks or any kind of hurdle.
yes,
And being a
absolutely.
mother, juggling between work and home, it is difficult, but it is not
Oh my
impossible
God,
because
yes.
all
And especially if you're
I
working from home, it
yes,
is extremely difficult. But yes, it's
yes,
possible.
yes.
It gives you a different kind of fulfillment when you're doing it.
Yes, yes, that happiness is different when we achieve, even
Yes,
after
for
juggling
sure.
so many works
Yes.
together. And nothing is impossible for mothers. That is because,
No, not
mothers
at
are the
all.
greatest
Yes,
warriors, we can say.
yes, yes. If you're given birth to another life, I think you can do
Yes.
anything in your own life.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes. So thank you, Juhi, for joining today's show. And it was great to have a chat with you on this platform.
Thank you so
And
much. It was so good to
yeah,
chat with you.
yeah, and I hope our viewers will connect with your brand. They will know about Rajkumaris more and more, and we will also connect
Thank
your
you.
social media handles on a YouTube, episode, below the episode. And yes, I request and I suggest all, everyone to purchase and to connect with the Rajkumaris brand. So yes, if
Thank you
you
so
want to
much.
go for sustainability and if you want to go for good quality. Thank you so much, Juhi, for
And
connecting.
affordability. I wanted to add
Affordability
that
as
it's
well.
sustainable, but also very affordable.
Yes, yes, true.
Thank
So
you.
thank you so much, and it was wonderful to have you.
Thank you.